Right now, it is heavily debated online if members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints actually are true Christians. So I wanted to speak on this today because that is my faith. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ. So we got the nickname of Mormon back in Joseph Smith's time because Mormon was an honored prophet who helped translate the Book of Mormon. So we got the nickname of Mormon because of the Book of Mormon, but we do not worship Mormon. We do not worship Joseph Smith. We worship Jesus Christ. He is our God. He is our Savior. And I just want to clear the air on that because there's a lot of misconception and false narratives going on about my faith. And whenever I post about my faith, I often get hate comments or comments that just aren't true. And one of the ones that I get often is just the false belief that we don't believe in Jesus Christ and that we worship Joseph Smith. I get those often. The other kind of hate that I received often is that we're a cult, and people will say things like, I can't wait till you escape one day and you get your freedom. And little do they know I've already experienced being outside of the church, and I already have experience being in and out of activity of the church. So I've made my choice. I know what it's like to be outside of this faith, and I understand why people have their fears. I understand why people have come to these conclusions. So I am not trying to start an argument, but really just trying to get some clarity out there, because I want people to know that I have a testimony of Jesus Christ, and that's who I worship. Joseph Smith and Mormon, they are honored prophets, but we do not worship them. That is the thing that I want to make the most clear in this video. But my testimony of Jesus Christ in my life, he has saved me from the deepest heartaches of my life, and he died on the cross for me and for my sins, and he knows me perfectly, and he at times has been the only person who has been there and cared in some of my deepest, darkest moments of despair. And because of him, I am able to have light and hope in my life. And some of the betrayals and tragedies and hardships of my life would have left me very bitter and hopeless. And I know I wouldn't be who I am today, and I know I wouldn't be as strong as I am today without him as my anchor and my protection from the enemy. Our beloved prophet Russell Nelson, that just passed away last weekend, he spoke of being a peacemaker, and he addressed the hate that the LDS community gets online, and he said to combat that we need to be peacemakers. And so if you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I highly encourage you to bear your testimony through a video here on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you're comfortable. I encourage you to share your faith in Jesus Christ rather than choosing contention. Contention never leads to inspired solutions. So if you end up posting about your testimony of Jesus Christ, tag me. I would love to see what people say, and I'd love to see us spreading the gospel rather than spreading hate.